Hey guys, my name is Oliver-Wenson. I'm currently a general dentist practicing in the state of New Jersey. I'm also a practice owner for a small private practice in Branchburg, New Jersey. I've been practicing for a total of 8 years right now. When I was an undergraduate at Rutgers, I taught as a teaching assistant. I taught organic chemistry, which I did for a number of years. When I was in dental school, I began tutoring students for the DAT and getting them ready to apply into dental school. What brought me back most recently was a couple years ago, I had an assistant who was going to be applying to dental school. And throughout the process, I began tutoring her and getting her ready for this exam. I also helped her with her application, and sure enough, she went ahead, she killed the exam. Furthermore, currently, I have another dental assistant who is going to be applying to dental school in the process. And right now, I'm tutoring her and making sure that she's ready to go. When it comes to getting yourself ready for the DAT, there's many different things you're going to need to do. Content review is a huge part of it. Content review, if you don't know what's going to be asked on the exam, you're not going to be able to do well on this exam. So there's a clear need for you to be knowledgeable about the content. But most importantly, you need to know how to take the test. That is going to be what I help you with the most. We can go over content together. I definitely will go over content with you if you need help in any area whatsoever. However, I'm going to personalize the study plan for you, tailor it to your needs. For example, if you're feeling great in the field of the sciences, I'll make sure that we go ahead and we go over how to approach the questions asked. However, we will go ahead and we'll tailor your time to spend more time on content review in the other sections. So most importantly, whenever we go ahead through this process together, I will make sure that I tailor a study plan specific for you. I will make sure that you are ready to go for the exam on exam day, and also make sure that, and this is most importantly, that I stay motivational towards you, and more importantly, that you are happy with the entire process of getting yourself ready for the dental admissions test. My greatest strength as a tutor is involved in listening. I always want there to be an open dialogue between us. When we talk and when we come up with a study plan together, if something's not working, or you feel like you need help in a specific area, or you need to change anything in any way whatsoever, please do not hesitate to tell me. I will never ever take it as a negative criticism. I'm always open for feedback. I'm always open to listen to what you need, because if I listen to what you need, I will be able to tailor a better study plan for you. So I will make sure that I always stay open and honest and listen to anything that is needed for you. And I will make sure that throughout the entire process, you don't feel like you can't talk to me. I'm always an open book. And that's my greatest strength as a tutor, is being able to listen and pretty much adjust things on the fly if need be. So my greatest DAT tutoring success story I'm going to go back to my previous assistant. Before we began studying, and this is going to be something that I'm very big on when it comes to getting you ready for the DAT, I always ask my students to take a practice exam right from the start, just to get an idea of where you're at, get an idea of what the exam is like, what questions that are going to be asked, and what areas, so that you know what areas you're going to need to spend the most amount of time on. I did that with my dental assistant. Her first score, now remember, this was out of 30 at the time. Recently, there have been score changes, as I've alluded to earlier, but her first score was a 15. Throughout the process of studying, her score slowly rose, and on test day, she absolutely killed the exam. She got a 22 on the exam. That went from being around the 45th percentile to being the 99th percentile. And this is a common trend that I've seen in every single student that I've tutored. Always around a 5+ point increase. In some cases, although rare, I've seen almost a 10-point increase. And this is important. This is really, really, really important, because if you don't see that change, then all the time that you spend studying and all the time that you spend getting yourself ready for this exam will feel like nothing happened. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So once again, I've always seen that positive increase. I will ensure that you see the same thing as well. And if you have any questions or feel that you have any areas that you need to make sure that you see a bigger increase, I will be open and I will make sure that we do so. The DAT is loaded. It is a lot of information to know. It's a lot of content that you're going to have to review. That being said, content review is the smaller part of it, okay? It's knowing how to take the exam. Taking the exam and knowing what to do is the most important part. Remember, it's a timed exam. You must know how to utilize your time to the maximum potential. This will include being able to skip over questions that are going to kill your time and avoid you from answering the questions that you'll be able to fly through with ease. I'm going to make sure that you know how to take care of each subsection, knowing which questions you should skip over and come back to later. We're going to figure out the types of questions they like to ask. We're going to figure out the types of traps that they like to get with you with. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to tailor it so that you are ready to go on exam day. So once again, the most important key to success on the DAT is number one, making sure you're ready for that exam for all the types of questions that will be thrown at you. Number two, having a plan for how you're going to tackle each subsection. And number three, always staying motivated while preparing. The reason why I am so passionate about helping pre-dental students do well on this exam is because this exam is a barrier. I have seen many students who do very well academically. I've worked with many dental assistants, many hygienists who know dentistry inside out. They could probably practice better than most practicing dentists. But what caught them up was not doing well on this exam. You need to make sure that you stand out compared to everybody else, okay? It's not just academics, it's not just extracurriculars. This exam, you have to kill. You have to do amazing with. You don't want to leave any room open for error. That's why I want to get you ready for this DAT exam, because I want to get you into dental school. If you succeed, I succeed. And if I succeed, I continue to feel motivated and passionate and will remain doing this for as long as I possibly can. I know this exam is stressful. I know that it's a daunting task. Throughout this process, I promise you, I will make it fun. I will tailor a study plan that fits your schedule, that is tailored to you and will maximize your time. And I will always, 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 always be a motivating, positive factor in this process. That is a guarantee that I will give you. There's so many things in life that you don't have control over. Let me take control of this for you and let me help you do better.